How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to 2A News Now, and I really do appreciate you taking your time tuning into my video. A lawsuit has been filed against California for its ammo purchasing restrictions, while the Supreme Court's decision in Bruen makes it clear that the Second Amendment is not a second-class right. In California, the ruling class of anti-gun Democrats continue to treat it as if it's no right at all, but a case that's inching its way towards a decision from U.S. District Court Judge Roger Benitez has the potential to finally compel the state to recognize our right to keep and bear arms exists, and it can't be stopped at the state line. The case Rhode versus Bonta challenges the state's bizarre ammunition restrictions, which forbids residents from purchasing ammunition online or bringing ammo purchased out of state into California. Instead, residents are forced to purchase ammunition in person and go through a background check before taking possession of the ammo. Visitors to California, on the other hand, aren't allowed to bring ammo with them, and the only way to buy ammo once they get there is to purchase and use the ammunition at a licensed range. Olympic champion Kim Rhode is the named plaintiff in the case, but there are plenty of other individuals taking part in the lawsuit. And in a declaration filed this week, one Florida resident detailed the Catch-22 situation. The state has put him in. Stephen Hoover is a PhD candidate at the Center for Complex Systems and Brain Sciences in the Charles E. Schmidt College of Science at Florida Atlantic University, but spends a lot of time in California for both his education and recreation. Hoover says the California law in question leaves him with no avenue for him to purchase ammunition for defense of himself and his dwelling or other lawful purposes while staying in California. He said on Wednesday, July 19th, 2023, attempted to purchase ammunition at a sporting goods store located in Monterey, California. He asked two employees to check if they could sell him the ammunition. One of the two employees called someone. He said he assumed it was a supervisor. He waited while the person on the phone conferred with the employee. The employee then informed him he would not be able to sell him the ammunition because he was not a California resident. Let's take a look at this a couple of different ways. If California prohibited Mr. Hoover to posting to social media why he was visiting, or forbid him from purchasing a book at a bookstore, there would be calls for protest from the ACLU and other groups rightfully furious at the infringement of his First Amendment rights. Yet the state of California has in essence determined that your Second Amendment rights ends at the state line. There is no way for a non-resident to obtain a concealed carry license, and the state of California doesn't recognize any of the other states' licenses. Even if you simply have a firearm in your temporary residence in California, it's virtually impossible for you to obtain ammunition for it, rendering your gun a very expensive paperweight. The burden that the California law in question imposes on the visitors isn't at the heart of Rhode, but is still a factor that Benitez will hopefully consider and comment on when he releases his opinion. The plaintiffs have also been able to document the impact that the law has had on California gun owners. California's ammo purchasing restrictions are stopping hundreds, if not thousands, of lawful gun owners for every prohibited person that's denied. And many of those gun owners are apparently giving up after they have been incorrectly turned away, though some of them may also be choosing to break the law and buy their ammo in neighboring states. The chilling effects that the state's ammunition background checks have on residents will most likely be the focus of Benitez's ruling, but his opinion could also at least start the process of restoring the Second Amendment rights of visitors as well. It's just crazy to think that a visitor to California, their Second Amendment rights end at the state line. And it's most definitely unconstitutional, and something needs to be done about it, and done about it as soon as possible. As always, I would really like to hear your thoughts about the story in the comments section down below. And if you enjoyed the video, or if I gave you some information you didn't know, please take time to help the channel out and help it grow by liking, sharing, and subscribing and hitting those post notifications. And I invite everybody back to see my next video.